Hey guys, welcome back. Star Animator here, back with another tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to be turning this bald guy into this guy with the head full of hair. So if you guys are interested in this, stay tuned. And if you like the tutorial, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it because when it comes to dealing with the hair tag in Cinema 4D, this can really be a very lengthy tutorial. I'm going to try to be as quickly as possible. I'm not going to be breaking everything down step by step. I'm just going to try to fly through this thing. If I missed anything, if you guys decide um, you want a more deep in-depth tutorial about how I go about doing this, then feel free to send me an email or leave a message in the comments. I usually check the comments all the time. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right off into it. First off, I'm going to just okay. I got the eyebrows selected here, so we got the eyebrows selected, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit the set selection key, and this will be the eyebrows. So we're going to say eyebrow. Okay, and for our hair, texture, we are going to go here, and we're going to go. We're just going to select the outline. Just going to select the outline, and just going to select up in here. Okay. Just going to select over here. Bring this over back over to the middle so you guys can see what's going on. Like I said, this can be a really lengthy tutorial when dealing with the hair object. Sorry guys, I can't talk right now. But yeah. And I'm gonna try to make it as quick as possible. Still while showing you guys everything. And we're going to select that too. And we're going to select this. Actually, let's deselect it. Let's deselect this. But again, yeah, let's select it. Second thought, let's select it. All right. So once we got our outline, looking good, let's deselect this. Select this. Select that. Oops. Okay. Okay, once we got all this selected, now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to field selection, and we're just going to hold down the shift key and click that, right click once, and there you go. So we got this selected, and what I'm going to do with this is set selection, and we're going to call this hair selection. we spelled that wrong, didn't we? Hair selection. Okay, I can't spell the day now. Okay, now so back to it. Let's with this hair selected, we are going to let's just go ahead and hide everything else. Let's hide unselected. So we got this now, right? So what I'm going to do now is just select the edges around it. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I won't. Let's see, I'm going to go here, select off of it. I'm going to go here. And I want this piece too. And I want this. And these pieces here too. Wait a minute. Not like that though. Let's select it like this. Okay, now let's go to this tool. Coming together. Coming together, guys. All right, so basically what I'm doing is an outline. I'm outlining the lining of the hair, and you will see why I'm doing that. Why am I doing that once we get our hair going? So let's go to our field selection tool. Now this time when we right click on it, we're not going to hold down the selection key. Sorry. This is just going to be basically for hair color. So now that we got this selected, you know what, we could add this too. Let's add this with. You know what, let's just leave it like it was. Okay. Now we're going to hit our selection key. Our set selection key. And we're just going to call this scalp. Okay. Wait, what just happened? Let's just call this scalp. Scalp. Okay. And our scalp color, since we're going to make our hair dark, our hair is going to be black. Our scalp is going to be dark. It's going to be black. Okay. So that is our scalp. And Let's just bring everything back. Okay, now let's select our hair. Okay, and we are going to go to simulation, and we're going to go to the hair object. Okay, and one other thing I wanna say, guys, when you're working with the hair object, um, your character's height means a lot when you're working with the hair object, the hair tag. So, for example, you want to make sure. Well, what I like to do, I like to make sure that my character, is uh, like human size, actual human size. Like, for example, this character here, this this figure that comes with Cinema 4D, um, the height on it is 180 centimeters. Well, like say somewhere around 6 feet, 6 feet tall. So you probably want to make sure that your character is like actual human size when dealing with the hair tag. So that's why if I bring my character back, my character is around 6 feet tall. So there you go. It's really important, guys, you know, to do that. Try to work like that. So yeah, and one other thing, you want to make sure that when you when you're using your hair tag, make sure that your dynamic is enabled. Okay, and let's go ahead and get a render here and see what we got going on with this character. Let's get a render. First render coming up, and shoot. Okay, this is not what we're looking for. Um, I don't think we have seen any African American men with blonde hair. So, with that being said, we are going to go here to the hair tag, and the color. We're going to change our color to black. Okay. This is the root. This is the root. On this end is the root of the hair, and on this end is the tip. So the root and the tip is going to be black. One other thing, the hair tags come with the default setting of the specular being activated. It's best to deactivate the specular. You know, and then the thickness. We want to bring the thickness down to. Let's hold the Alt or Option key, and let's go up to about, let's say, 0.5 on the root. And also we want to set the the tip to 0.3. Okay, and let's go ahead and add some frizz. Let's give the frizz about 75% on the frizz, and on the kink we want to give it about 50% on the kink. And on the tighten, let's activate the tighten, and we're going to bump the tighten up to about 40%. And on the curl, let's add some curl, and we will bump that curl up to about 85% curl. And on the length, let's do this with the length. We're going to go to the length, and we're going to go to the hairs, and we're going to turn the hairs down to 20,000 hairs, and the length we're going to bring the length down to 3 centimeters. Okay. Now, if we go ahead and we hit the play button, as you can see, the hair falls down inside our character's head. This is something we don't want. And as you can see, the hair is inside the character's head. So what we're going to do about that, we are going to go here to our character tag, to the head. Let's deselect this. Okay, we're going to select our character head, and we're going to right click on that, and we're going to go to hair tag, and we're going to add a hair collider. So now let's go ahead and reset that, and let's try it again and see what results we get. Hit the play button again, and let's check and see if our hair falls down inside of our head again. And there we go. No hair inside the head. All right. We resolved that issue. Now, one other thing. We don't want our hair drooping down like this either. We are creating an African American type of hair texture. So drooping down like this, we won't do. But what we can do is go to your segments and turn your segments up. Turn your segments down a bit. Turn your segments down. I would say to about 4. And let's see. Okay, we're having a problem here. Cinema 4D. Okay. Let's go down even further than that. Let's go down to like 2 segments. Okay, that's about where I want it. That's about where I want it. Now it's not drooping down like that so much. Let's get a render of this and see what we got. All right, guys. So it doesn't look bad. We are getting to close to where we want it to be. But there's still some work that needs to be done, and let's get it done. First, I want to darken the hair a little bit more, and also I want to bring the hair count down some, and that will help with the rendering. So let's bring the hair count down some. Let's bring it to 10,000 hairs. Let's bring the segments down to about 8. Barely moves. And let's get a closer look at the hair. And I want to darken the hair, like I said. I want to darken it up some more. Let's do this. For some reason, my hair is not dark enough to me. It's not dark enough. And it could be because of the amount of light that I have reflecting off the hair. It could be something that's causing that problem also. But yeah, let's give it a render. See what we got. Okay, with this count of hair, we used 10,000 10,000 hairs to get that result, and that result that was not working because the hairline and the line was visible and it looked very unnatural. So let's bump this up to 25,000. Okay, 25,000, and we will add some thickness to the root. Let's give it about 1 to the root. And let's give it a render now. Okay guys, I'm okay with this result. One thing that can be done around the edges here can be cleaned up a little bit. And if you guys take your time, you can clean this up a little bit. You just get your scissor tool, and you can clean that up a little bit around the edge. Yeah, you can get your cut tool and you can clean that up around the edges. But 1 second, let me see. Take this. I can look at something here. And to get that back, you just hit this solo. Bring that back. Yeah, so what I'll do, I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. Clean this up a little bit like this. It's not going to be perfect, but you know, just for this tutorial, make it look a little decent. All right, and we got some strands in here. That we want to bring down. Bring that back up. There's some hairs that's right here. I want to bring down. All right, so that's okay. And let's do the other side. And I guess that'll be okay. Okay, and if we hit play, nothing happens. So that's good, that's okay. If we hit play, nothing happens, that's okay. Now, what we want to do once we got that done, we go to edit, go to set dynamics, and that'll be it. We'll leave it like this. Down the side over there. Okay, and also we want to go to dynamics and disable. Let's go back in, take another look. Let's get a render. Alright guys, so here's our African American hair texture, and also let's just give this guy some eyebrows. Of course the eyebrows would be not the same type of texture as the hair. The eyebrows is hair is a little bit finer than the hair that's on the top of the head. So let's go ahead and do this. And for the moment, we are going to deactivate the hair since we're working on eyebrows now. Let's deactivate those, and let's go back up to us. Once you've selected the area where you want your eyebrows, like I've done so here, just go ahead and select the simulation. Let's go to our hair object, and we add hair. Okay. Now, once we've done that, we are going to go to our hair. Make sure that you have this at about, let's try about 500, 1500, about 1500 hairs. Okay, 1500, and we are going to go to the length, and let's bring your length down to one. Let's bring it down to 0.5 centimeters on the hair. And also, let's go to our brush. Let's go to our brush tool. And when you select it on your brush tool, you want to go to make sure visible only is unchecked. And let's try to angle our character in a position, something like this. And let's move the hairs over to the side. Okay, like so. Let's move them up like so. Bring your radius down. Okay. What you want to do if you just want to grab just this one hair right here, you can do that. You can just do a select it only. Like this is the one I selected, and that's the only one that's going to move. Well, actually, that'll be like this. Select it only. Well, you know what? Let's just go back here. I don't want to go start drifting off. Doing one thing. Select it only is not for that. Select it only is lock on selection. That's it. So now we locked on this one. Now we locked on this one. Now we locked on this one. And we locked on this one, locked on this one. So turn off the lock on selection. Turn it off, turn it off. And basically we're going to repeat the same thing on this other side, the way we did it on that side. Basically repeat. All right, so now that we got this set up to about how we want it, let's go ahead and turn off the specular. It's going to be black brows. Let's go ahead and change the thickness. We're dealing with eyebrow hair. Eyebrow hair is very fine. It's very fine hair, very thin. So we're going to turn that to about 2. Turn this down. Let's give it 5. Okay, let's give it a render. See what we're looking at. Okay, we could do better. One thing I want to do is, if you notice that, like right up in here we got some gaps. But the thing we can do about that is select our brush tool. Just raise it up. Turn this off, and from the bottom, I like to do this from the bottom. Bring the hair up. As well as giving it a little bit more of a length. So we had 5 centimeters here. No, I'm sorry, 0.5 centimeters. Let's bump it up to about 8. Okay. It's gonna be a little bushy too now, but that's okay. Take a look at it. You guys can play around with this until you can get it right, but I'm sure you guys understand what's going on here, how you can make this fit your needs. Okay, let's give it another one. Okay, one thing I see that I can do here is bring down the thickness, make it look more realistic. Let's bring down the thickness to about there. Okay, zero point on the root. We got 0.2 on the root, and on the tip we got 0.1 on the tip. And let's try that. And let's add a little frizz to it. See what we got. All right, so this looks a little bit more natural. One thing I would suggest is that we turn the frizz down a bit, and that may help it out. So let's go. We're going to click on the frizz, and we're going to bring the frizz down to about 20% on the frizz, and the variation, we're going to bring the variation down to about 1%, and let's see what we got now. It looks a lot better, but still I know that we can do a little bit better. So let's bring the frizz down another 10% from where it's at now. So let's bring it to 10%. 10%. And see what we got. I'll say I'm happy, I'm okay with this look. I'm not happy with it. I'm okay with it. But I would just say maybe it needs, now we bring down the length. We bring down the length to about 0.6. I think for me, this would do it for me. So let's take a look at our character's hair along with it, along with the eyebrow look. And you know, you guys, you can go all out with this, man. You can do the beard. You can make him a beard, goatee. You know, you can cover his hair, cover his face with hair. Period. Just, you know, go 8-man on it. You know, but yeah. All right, guys. So here you have it. This is the character um, with hair, and the eyebrows are done. We could have also added mustache. We could have gave him a beard, you know, goatee, you know. But this is it. This is enough to get you guys started with working with the hair texture or the hair tag in Cinema 4D. So if you like this tutorial, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so that every time when I put up a new video, you guys would get the notification and you'll be the first to see it. And if you have any suggestions on things you want to see, videos or whatever, tutorials done on certain plugins, because I do have many plugins. And if you guys want to see a tutorial on any of these plugins or something that's not in here, please let me know and I would do a tutorial on it. So, or you know, you guys want to learn anything in the Cinema 4D, please feel free to let me know and I'll get a tutorial over to you guys. So yeah, again, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and peace out.